Dear cadets, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all at my online class. This is Maqsudur Rahman, lecturer in chemistry, Borishal Cadet College, Borishal. Considering prevailing situation, Borishal Cadet College is providing necessary academic guidelines and short lecture on specific link periodically. It is very necessary to keep yourself inside home along with your family members for avoiding the running pandemic COVID-19. You can see the picture. By seeing this picture, what do you guess? Yes, this is the second session of chemistry in your lives, chapter 12 for class 10. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the preparation of washing soda and its uses. You can also explain the preparation of soap and its cleaning mechanism. You can explain the preparation of detergent and its cleaning mechanism. So today's key points are washing soda, soap, detergent. Now, first one is washing soda. What is washing soda? Sodium carbonate, that means Na2CO3, is called soda ash. This is not washing soda, this is called soda ash. And decahydrated sodium carbonate is known as washing soda. So what is the formula of washing soda? Decahydrated sodium carbonate is known as washing soda. How we can prepare? When a large amount of carbon dioxide is passed into sodium hydroxide solution, it produces sodium carbonate, which is dissolved in water. So when carbon dioxide is passed through sodium hydroxide solution, we get sodium carbonate and water. And sodium carbonate joins with 10 molecules of water and produce washing soda. That means decahydrated sodium carbonate. This is called washing soda. What is its uses? We use to wash clothes. Washing the clothes is the main use of washing soda. Now, soap. What is soap? And what is the history behind soap? It is assumed that about 2500 years ago, Greeks and Romans used soap. Soaps are made by Romans by boiling the ash of campfire with skin, bone, and the fat of animals. And in ancient time in our country, people used to soak water of damping the ash of banana trees, bean herbs, or jujube, that means boroi tree, to wash clothes. And slit of river or canals or mustard oil cakes also used in bathing. In the Middle Age, soap was produced from lye by the people of England and Ireland. What is lye? Lye is an alkaline liquid, and lye was prepared by soaking wood ash in water. It is used in cleaning purpose. The Egyptian made soaps from the fat of cow, buffalo, and camel, even of lion. And at the end of the Middle Age, soap were made by boiling strong base caustic soda with fat. And the industrial production of soap begins in 1980. This is the history behind soap. Now, preparation of soap. The main constituent of soap are fat and base. So in case of fat, different fat and oils such as coconut, palm, mohua, and olive oil is used in soap manufacturing. And in case of base, we use caustic soda and caustic potash as base for the preparation of soap. Besides this, different types of color and fragrance are added to it. So now, when sodium or potassium soap is produced by hydrolysis of oil or fats with caustic soda or caustic potash. So what is soap? Soap is the sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acid. So produced sodium or potassium salt is known as soap, and this reaction is known as saponification. Here you can see the reaction. This is oil or fat. This is a structure of oil or fat. When react with sodium hydroxide, that means caustic soda, we get soap and glycerol. This is the chemical formula of soap. Here R is alkyl radical. What is alkyl radical? When one hydrogen is removed from an alkene group, this is called alkyl radical. Here is the R equal to CnH2n plus 1. Here the value of N is 12 to 18. That means carbon number of soap is 12 to 18. That means higher fatty acids, salts of higher fatty acid are known as soap. So why sodium chloride is used in case of soap preparation? Because if sodium chloride is added to the mixture of soap and glycerin, glycerin stays at the bottom of the pot and molecules of soap gathered around sodium chloride and floods up in the form of cake. This is called soap cake. And the soap cake is filtered and then poured into molds to make soap of different sizes. And after adding color and fragrance, antiseptic and skin softening materials in the soap, it getting ready for sale. So that's why for separating soap from glycerin, we use sodium chloride in the preparation of soap. Based on use, soap is mainly divided into two types. One is toilet soap, another one is laundry soap. So first one is toilet soap. The soap which is used for cleaning our skin is called toilet soap. And the quantity of alkali or other bad stuff is less in toilet soap, and the scent or antibacterial materials is added to it. So in case of toilet soap, bad stuff is less and scent or antibacterial materials is added. And in case of laundry soap, the soap which is used for washing our clothes is called laundry soap. And the quantity of alkali or other bad stuff is more in case of laundry soap, and no scent or antibacterial materials is added to laundry soap. That's why this soap is used for washing our clothes. Now, detergent. Detergent is also cleaning materials like soap, and it is usually looks like powder and also available in soap. Preparation of detergent. Here is a chemical name of detergent, that is sodium lauryl sulfonate. It is a chemical name of a detergent. What are the raw materials of sodium lauryl sulfonates? It has two raw materials. First one is lauryl alcohol and sulfuric acid. So we can say from sulfuric acid and lauryl alcohol, we can prepare sodium lauryl sulfonate. Is a one kind of detergent. So here is the chemical formula of lauryl alcohol, CH3, CH210, CH2OH, or in shortly we can write C12H26O, and sulfuric acid H2SO4. So now, preparation method of a detergent. When sulfuric acid react with lauryl alcohol, it produces lauryl hydrogen sulfate and water. Like this, lauryl alcohol react with sulfuric acid and we get lauryl hydrogen sulfate. Lauryl hydrogen sulfate and water. Then sodium hydroxide reacts with this lauryl hydrogen sulfate and it produces sodium lauryl sulfate and water. Sodium hydrogen sulfate react with caustic soda, that means sodium hydroxide, we get sodium lauryl sulfonate. This is the detergent formula of detergent. So sodium lauryl sulfonate is known as detergent. Another example of a detergent is sodium alkyl benzene sulfonate. Sodium alkyl benzene sulfonate, its raw materials are alkene, that means dodecyne and benzene. By using benzene and dodecyne, we can prepare sodium alkyl benzene sulfonate. So at first, alkyl benzene is produced from the reaction of long chain alkene and benzene. So when benzene react with dodecyne, it produces alkyl benzene. And if sulfuric acid added to the alkyl benzene, it produces alkyl benzene hydrogen sulfonate. Alkyl benzene hydrogen sulfonate. If alkyl benzene hydrogen sulfonate is neutralized by caustic soda, a detergent known as sodium alkyl benzene sulfonate is produced. So alkyl benzene sulfonate, when react with caustic soda, that means sodium hydroxide, we get sodium alkyl benzene sulfonate. Now, cleaning mechanism of soap and detergent. Oily substance come out from our body and stick to our clothes. Then dust come in contact with the oily substance and make our clothes dirt. So here in this figure, you can see that oil comes out from our body and stick to clothes, and dust come in contact with the oily substance and make this cloth dirt. So the main work of detergent or soap is to remove this oil and dust from the clothes through washing with water. That's why we use soap and detergent. We already know the formula of soap and detergent. Here is the formula of soap, RCOONA. Here R is an alkyl radical and it contains 12 to 18 carbons. And in case of detergent, this is CH3, CH210, CH2O, SO3Na. This is the chemical formula of detergent. So from chemical formula of detergent and soap, you can see that there is a long chain of carbon. There is a long chain of carbon that contain in soap and in also in detergent. So in solvent, soap and detergent dissociates into negatively charged soap and detergent ion and positively charged sodium ion. That means it splits into two parts. One is sodium plus and another rest one is negatively part. Soap also dissociates like this, sodium plus and RCO minus. Like this. Here is a picture of a soap. You can see that in this picture, sodium plus dissociates as Na plus and rest one is negatively part. And this negative part is called hydrophilic part. This negative CO minus is called hydrophilic group. And this long chain alkyl group is known as hydrophobic group. So negatively charged end of soap or detergent is attracted by the water. This part is attracted by water. And this negatively part end of detergent or soap is called hydrophilic part. And the organic part, these are the organic part of the soap or detergent is known as hydrophobic part. And this hydrophobic part dissolve in oil or grease. Now, when dirty clothes are damped into water with soap and detergent, then hydrophobic part attracts the oily or greasy dirt of the clothes and dissolve in it. On the other hand, hydrophilic part extend to the adjacent water layer. In this condition, if clothes are rubbed or twisted, the oily or grease dirt is completely covered by the hydrophilic part. A ring of negative charge ion formed around the oil or grease molecules, so they want to stay at possible maximum distance. As a result, a scum of oil or grease is flooded in water and washed away with water. As a result, clothes become clean. In this figure, I try to see that the cleaning mechanism of soap and detergent. At first, soap or detergent dissolve in water, and then surfactant ions orientate themselves in grease and water like this figure. And if we twisted or rubbed the clothes, then agitation begins to separate grease from surface. And if this process continue, then scum of oily substance came out from the cloths and cloth becomes clean. So we get clean surface and the cleaning purpose is complete. Now, is detergent is more suitable than soap? For this question, we need to know about soft water and hard water. What is soft water? The water in which the only sodium ion is present is called soft water. As rainwater falls, it is naturally soft. Rainwater is an example of soft water. Now, hard water. The water that contain appreciable quantity, that is more than 50 milligram per liter of dissolved mineral like calcium or magnesium ion. If calcium or magnesium ions are present in water, that water is called hard water. And when sodium ion, only sodium ion is present in water, this is called soft water. Soap is active only in soft water, but not in hard water. But detergent is active both in soft and hard water. That's why detergent is more suitable than soap. So now, how detergent is more suitable than soap? Calcium or magnesium ion react with soap and produce insoluble calcium or magnesium salts. Here you can see soap. This is the example formula of soap. When soap react with calcium 2+, that ion are present in soap water, we get insoluble calcium salt. This insoluble calcium salt floats at the upper layer of the water as film. As a result, dirty clothes are not cleaned and cause the waste of soap. So on the other hand, calcium or magnesium ion, when react with detergent and produce soluble calcium or magnesium salt. This is the formula of detergent. When it react with calcium 2+ ion that is present in water, we get soluble salt. This is soluble salt. That's why there is no difficulties arise in cleaning clothes in hard water. So we can say that hard water is, detergent is more suitable than soap. Now, bad effects of using excess soap or detergent. If we use excess amount of soap or detergent, it may destroy the color, and spinning of clothes may create infection in hands, skin. Some detergents are non-biodegradable. Biodegradable compounds are dissociated by the microorganism and converts to simple compounds. So some detergents are not biodegradable. So these compounds cause pollution of water. Non-biodegradable detergents flow into river canals, drains with water and create foams there. These foams destroy the aquatic environment, so they harm the environment in various ways. Another bad effects of using excess soap and detergent is soap that are made of vegetable oil, that means coconut oil, are biodegradable, but the disposal of used soap in house or other places float on the surface water of river, canal and drain. So there is less possibility for these disposals to come in contact with bacteria. That's why excess use of soap is harmful to environment. So the use of soap and detergent should be reduced. So today we learned about washing soda, its preparation and its uses, soap, its preparation and mechanism of cleaning, detergent, its preparation and mechanism of cleaning, and bad effects of excess use of soap and detergent. So if you have any question, please write it in comment box. I have a home task for you. I set a creative question for you. For example, at the beginning of the year, Rofik and Rohim started to go to school wearing new dress of same fabrics. To wash clothes, Rofik's mother used soap, but Rohim's mother used detergent. At this, Rohim's cloth looks brighter than Rofik's. Now question, what is washing soda? Number 2, why did sodium chloride use for soap preparation? Number 3, explain the technique of the washing the mentioned school dress. And number 3, explain with logic about the cause of brightness of the Rofik's dress stated in the stem. So thank you very much for your participation. I would like to say you again that you must stay at home, make conscious your family members about novel coronavirus COVID-19. Stay home, continue your study and make the best use of your time. Thank you very much.